Good morning. We got a fun one today. A lot of basketball. We got some packs. We got some so rare. A little bit of everything. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We had some fun basketball last night. I got to say, normally Monday Night Football, right? That's the conversation here in America. And I kind of only watched the last 5 minutes, which honestly was the only 5 minutes that I needed to watch. We had some fun games last night. More importantly, let's see who's here. And I also just want to say, this is going to be a tough week because I don't know if you can already hear it right now, but it's Tuesday. And I sound like I've just been swallowing cigarettes. And I think we had 3 live streams yesterday. We had the morning show, we had Live Before Lock, and then the 89 Cavs, which you should definitely check out the 89 Cavs if you haven't yet, because almost canceled myself. We also had a couple of like short form things go out. So we grinded yesterday. I can only imagine what I'm going to sound like on Thursday. All right, who we got? Sneeps is here. Fenny is here. We the people. Bick is here, and he's saying, hey, this is better for the German time. That was terrible. I'm sorry. That was a bad accent on my part, but that's what you get here. Kevin's here. We're going to talk about our man nembHARD. Jump shoot. Brent Stubbs. Good morning to the house is here. T-Man. Mike says we need to talk Tyus Jones, baby. Shaggins is here. Blazemore. Snoop-a-loop. Marthan's looking for food. Good to see you. Who else we got? Getty. Anybody else? Groats in the house. There we go. Everybody like the stream. Subscribe to Team Hold. And you know what? We're going to throw a little top shotty giveaway into the streets this morning for one of like the 5 locked moments I have left. So here you go. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag hard for our man nembHARD, who was awesome last night. Here's what we're gonna do this morning. So we're gonna talk some basketball, last night's action. Then we'll dive into. I just kind of want to poke around on So Rare a little bit, and then take a look at the NBA Top Shot pack. That more packs, more packs. I also want to say, guys, Andrew nembHARD was the poster boy, the cover boy of value hunting this week in the So Rare streets. So I'm just saying that was the hot take. We put him on the thumbnail. And then bang, just went ham last night. Also, coffee's good this morning. One other thing, I'm just going to say this. This isn't about the show. I'm excited Slow Horses is back on Apple TV. So if you need something to watch right now, highly recommend. Gary Oldman, a bunch of failed British, like, what's it called? MIA, MIP? I don't know. Whatever. It's really good. Looking for food said who's on the thumbnail this week. We haven't done it yet. All right, let's talk some basketball. Let's get into last night's action. Big day for my So Rare footy team. That's right. Is this the last quarterfinal day? Or yeah, like getting to the quarterfinals? Is this the last day for that, or do we have some tomorrow? I can't remember. I'm gonna tell you, with the US being eliminated, I feel so deflated. I'm still like jacked up, but feel a little deflated. All right, let's get into some of the basketball. Okay, let's get into, yeah, it's the last day. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's get into some of the basketball. So we're going to start with the Celtics Raptors because home team, baby. That's what we do. Boston. Celtics won 116-110. They didn't have Al Horford last night. They didn't have Malcolm Brogdon last night. They started Blake Griffin. That should be a red flag. I thought you said flow horses. Matthew, don't you dare. They started Blake, and this is the other thing I noticed. Peyton Pritchard got a DNP, Justin Jackson got a DNP, and I forget who the other guy was. They only played 8 guys last night. Celtics won 116-110. Tatum had 31-12. JB had 22, 8 and 8. Marcus, my boys, Wicked Smart had 18 and 7. Luke Cornett had 11-7. And Blake had a solid game too. I didn't write his stats down, but I know he got like off to a hot start and then slowed down. We the people asked if the Blake sold. No, the Blake did not sell. People didn't want to spend $50 for Blake. Tatum, yeah, had 17 in the third, never recovered. It was a pretty close game until the third, right? They kind of went on a hot run, and I know Toronto stormed back a little bit in the fourth, but it never really. This is kind of the Boston games this year. For those who have been watching Celtics, it feels a lot like this, right? Where they're 10-point games, right? So they're winning somewhere between 6 and 12, but they never feel close. They kind of always feel in control when they win these games. And this was another example of that. On the Raptors side of things, man, dude, Siakam is so good, right? So Siakam got off this hot start. Then he missed some time. Was it an abductor injury or hip injury? I can't remember. Maybe it was a hip abductor. But he had 29, 8 and 7. And these were the types of numbers he was putting out before he got hurt too. It's great. Yeah, Celtics said wild that the Celtics are on the second night of the back-to-back. They just win, man. Just win, baby. But they really do. I'm trying to like temper my expectations and not get too hyped as a Celtics fan. But man, they look so freaking good. Oh, it's a groin injury. Thank you, Tesla. But yeah, Siakam 29, 8 and 7. Kind of a bad game for Frederick. Scotty Barnes had 21, 7 and 4. OG Anunoby got so hot early on, right? It was like a couple steals, a block, hit a corner three here and there, and then all of a sudden turned the ball over 15 times or whatever. It wasn't 15, but it was a lot of turnovers down the stretch. A lot of turnovers, a lot of fouls. He had a tough little run at it. Luca's in the house. Luca, thanks for being here, man. Gary Trent Jr., 20 off the bench. I don't know. I'm still like pretty high on the Raptors though. I am. I really like that team. I don't know why. I think I just really like Siakam. He was, we saw the red light coming on the Ember mug. That means we got to down this shit. Yeah, I really like Siakam. Was like one of my core pieces in a lot of my best ball drafts for basketball. I really like Siakam. All right, that was the first game of the night. Clippers and Hornets. Kawhi came back, Paul George came back, Luke Kennard came back, and they were kind of like, oh yeah, they're all on minutes restrictions, and then they played like 30 minutes. So I always wonder, like, so what, 30 was fine, but 32 is not fine? Like, I wonder how they come to these numbers. I'm sure they have some data analytical and like groin specialists being like, well, you can run on your junk for 28 minutes. Once you get around 32, though, that junk tightens up in a way that's a little uncomfortable for the player. You got to hit that 28 to 30 sweet spot or moving that groin around. Here you go, guys. This is the type of show we're going to get today. Anyways, Clippers won 119-117. No one really did anything special. Paul George had 19 and 7. Kawhi had 16 and 6. John Wall with a little mini dub 12 and 12. Scary Terry Rozier at 22 and 8. Oubre 28 and 7. But let's get our man PJ, another solid PJ Washington game. 26 and 4. I don't care if we're not talking about Top Shot as much. It is time for the PJ Washington drop.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
What a snapshot in time. Look how much money we could have made. Anyways, so Clippers beat this bad team. Congrats. OKC Atlanta. This one was kind of spicy, kind of fun. So the Atlanta stuff is just so interesting to me. I know they're still missing some dudes with Collins out. Trey returned after that weird stuff. If you're not following the Trey stuff, watch the 89 Cavs last night, or you can watch our little short that we put out yesterday that kind of broke it down a little bit. Trey returned, put up 23 and 10. DeJounte with 24 and 6. SGA with 35 and 6. So just like another casual 30-plus point game from SGA, man. It doesn't matter who they play, what time they play, where they play. He's just going to put up 30-plus. He's so good. He's so freaking good. I think what's kind of funny about this, I don't know, you think OKC beats Atlanta, you're like, okay, maybe this was a road game. But no. Instead, this was a home game where this was a home game for Atlanta, SGA, and Oklahoma City walk. And it was no one else from OKC had a good game, and OKC still went in there and did it. Wait, hold on. What's it? Was that a drunk Kermit? Grote says, Mike having a flashlight tied to the roof of his place pointing to the sky is all I'll think about when the Kings win from now on. Just put that beam up, baby. Beam them up. Also, yeah, people putting this in still. Don't forget here, we'll give away some piece of shit Top Shot moment here. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag HAD into the chat. F it, Nico. What up, my man? All right, back to the hoops. Back to the hoops. So, anyways, good win for OKC. Bad loss for Atlanta, honestly. Bucks Magic. Bucks won 109-102. Did you see Giannis got called for a 10-second violation at the free throw line? Brings me back to when we used to count. But yeah, that was a good one. Good one for the Bucks. 34-13. Giannis had 34 and 13. Brooke Lopez sat. Dude, Chris Middleton. It's nice to have Chris Middleton back, right? We're all excited Chris Middleton is back. It's going to take some time. He's a little rusty. He went 1 for 11 from the field. 1 for 11. Tough scene from our man Middleton. Bobby Portis, 18 and 10. And then Drew Holiday flirted with a little triple-double, 17, 10, and 8. The Wagners showed up last night. Franz had 25 and 6. Moritz had 19 and 12. Paolo Banchero had 20, 12 and 7. And then Markelle Fultz, Markelle Fultz floating around there. What's up, Markelle? Markelle had 20 and 5. So good for Markelle. I really do root for him at this point. It's one of those things where like it got so bad that it's like, okay, now we have to root for this guy. And he's also been unlucky with some of his injuries. So I'm rooting for Fultz Nation, right? We're Fultz stands here. So good for Markelle. Business as usual for our friends over in Milwaukee, just like a cash win for the Milwaukee Bucks. So good for them. Let's keep moving along. Wow, we're moving through this too fast. I'm actually nervous. This show is going to really go off the rail. Orlando guys sound like a Chipotle dish. Then, yeah, like just toppings. I like that. Extra Fultz. Hold the Vogs. All right, anyways. Rockets Sixers. I watched all this game. And let me tell you, there's just something deep in my heart that likes watching James Harden-led teams lose close games. And they did. Oh, put some respect on his name. There we go, John Dubs. John Dubs is like, did we talk about the Pacers yet? No, we haven't. It's coming, though. And then Grote says, Montrezl Harrell would buy a fandom moment of Giannis' 10-second free throw violation. Yeah, Montrezl Harrell will be able to do that full time soon. I don't know. No timetable on how long he's still in the league. Anyways, Rockets won 132-123. Embiid got hurt in this game, went to the locker room. Everyone went, oh, shit, not again. But then he came back. It's like, call the ambulance, but not for me. Embiid, 39 and 7, fouled out in the first overtime. That's right, the first overtime, because this went to 2 overtimes. But Embiid had 39 and 7. Tobias Harris had 27-4. Harden, 21 and 7. On the Rockets side of things, Jalen Green had 27 and 7. He like really came alive in overtime. Kevin Porter Jr. had 24 and 6. And then Jabari Smith, 16 and 11. Jabari Smith hit this like wild 3-pointer too that it was like really a tough angle and somehow hit glass. And then it like spun around, hit glass again and went in. And he did a funnier Jordan, right? When Jordan did this, he was kind of like, dude, I'm just so fucking good. He was more of like a, what the hell happened? So good for Jabari Smith. Yeah, that was a weird game. Also, Embiid, man, he did some weird shit in the overtimes or down. It was either like down the stretch on the overtime or down the stretch in regulation. But he did this thing twice. He turned it over 2 times where he gets like near the foul line, goes up like he's going to shoot, and then jump passes it off to the right, but jump passes it to no one. Like the first one he threw out of bounds. I think the second one just got scooped by maybe it was Eric Gordon. I can't remember who scooped it. Or maybe they both went out of bounds. I can't remember. But I was like, why are you trying to be Tim Tebow right now? What is this jump shot pass? Like, you're 7 feet tall, dude. And Alfred Şengün is covering you. And I love Şengün. Şengün hasn't played defense since he was 9. Like, just put that ball up in the air. Like, worst case, you're getting a clean look from like 16 feet. Just put that up. What are you doing? But yeah, anyways, besides that, it was fun to watch them lose. Good win for the Rockets. Rockets like back-to-back good wins, right? They took the Suns down over the weekend, and then the Sixers. I don't know. I like it. Good for the Rockets. Feisty, baby. It's feisty. So good win for them. The Memphis G League team beat the Heat 93. I'm sorry, 101-93. Grizzlies sat Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., John Concha, and I'm forgetting that. I feel like there's one more too. So they were starting, like I got some minutes for the Grizzlies last night. And on the flip side of things, the Heat got Jimmy Butler back last night too. And it was, I don't know how they lost that game. Like what a weird game. But anyways, Tyus Jones, man, shout out TST, who like last night on the So Rare Live Before Lock show, anytime Tyus Jones came out, he was like, yeah, play him. Tyus Jones went 28, 10, and 5. I mean, he's going to be the best backup point guard in the league, and it's not close, right? Bones Highland, maybe the most fun backup point guard in the league, but Tyus Jones, like the best backup in the league. Yeah, I feel like he should be starting for a handful of teams too. I mean, 28, 10, and 5 is just good. Chops said Triple J not starting, killed So Rare for me. Chops, where were you for Live Before Lock? We knew he wasn't going to play. Heat need more. Yeah, man, Heat need a lot of shit. But anyways, Tyus 28 and 10, 5. And then Sante Haltalma had 18 and 10. Santi looked good. Yeah, Brent, this is a good one, Brent. Brogdon, not a bad backup. Yeah, you're right. Brogdon and Jones. But yeah, Santi had a good game. In Jimmy Bucket's return, he had 18 and 8. Tyler Hero. Let's get a Hero drop. He had 23 and 13. Also, the 13er boards. You say Westbrook the best backup point guard in the league? No. Give me Tyus Jones. Embiid trying his coach impression and failing was very funny. John says, dude, John's still hurt about Brogdon. He's just got a bad back, calf, leg, ankle, shoulder. Shout out the Indiana Pacers. But yeah, man, Grizzlies, dude, Grizz gang. Shout out Treaticus. I saw Treaticus. He was woodpecking last night out there. Well, I guess he wasn't really on the floor. He was close. Anyways, yeah, good win for the Grizz. Another bad loss for the Heat. Bam, just like another. This is the shit that I'm talking about with Bam, by the way. Dude, who were the bigs they were rolling out there last night? It was like Roddy, Santi, Brandon Clark came off the bench. Xavier Tillman got some minutes, and Bam can't put up a game. That's the thing. Oh, God. Malik Monk is the best backup point guard in the NBA. Not even trolling. Take him over Tyus every day. Yeah, Malik Monk's not a point guard, though. So there you go. That's why. I don't really consider Malik Monk a point guard. Malik Monk just gets in there and chucks, which I think is good. Like I think Malik Monk's really good. And I think he's a great backup, but no, I wouldn't call him a point guard. But anyways, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Heat and what's going on with Bam. Scam out of bio. You like that? How about that? Scam out of bio. Trademark that. All right, Mavs Suns. Dude, this is hilarious, man. The Mavericks just beating the piss out of the Suns. What's going on? Josh says, I love how everyone's trying to think of backup point guards right now. I know, dude, it's Tyus Jones and Brogdon. I'll let you put Brogdon in the conversation. Bones is the most fun. Though. Mavs 130, Suns 111. Luka played 29 minutes last night, and in 29 minutes put up 33, 8, and 6. The dude is just a freaking monster. DeAndre Ayton had 20 and 8. That's really the only notable thing for the Suns. Booker had a pretty bad game. Timmy Hardaway had 17. Dinwiddie had 21, and then Christian Goodwood had 18 and 9 off the bench. 18 and 9. Booker single-handedly cost me $7K. He owes me money. Yeah, you had a pretty big parlay going on too. But you hit what was it, like a 9-leg, and you hit 8 of them or something? I remember you sending that over. Ooh, good stretch, guys. Normally we don't stretch on this show, but honestly, I think we should all take a pause, right? Let's do this. We'll take right hand, put that over your head, grab the elbow. Ooh, baseball stretch feels good. Luke in the Suns' head until he retires. I know. The only thing that bums me out is if you guys remember the first game of the year, opening night, or I guess it was like opening night for everyone else, not the very first night. But the Mavs got up to a huge lead, and then the Suns came back. I wish they had won that game because then we could truly say that. Malik Monk's last 4 games, 5 assists, 3 assists, 6 assists, 8 assists, and he's the main ball handler off the bench. He's more consistent than Tyus. Poker Pro Eric, you have a Kings logo in your avatar. It is Tyus Jones. And someone will be like, oh, no, that's a subjective thing. Objectively, Tyus Jones. All right, here we go. Last game of the night. We are already through it. Wow. Pacers won 112, 104. Listen, I said this in the value hunting show. If you saw that, we mentioned it a little bit last night. Once I saw Tyrese Halliburton was going to miss 2 games, I was like, listen, if Hallie misses and McConnell misses again for sickness, they really don't have any guards, right? They pulled up some guy named Tyler Queen, who was like getting a couple of minutes. So it basically was nembHARD as their guard. And I was like, you got to, like, if that happens, if you roll the dice that McConnell's going to sit again, you get at least 1 game with no McConnell, no Halliburton. nembHARD was going to go ham. Oh God, Poker Pro Eric. You know what? I'm just putting Poker Pro Eric in timeout. We're gonna put him in timeout. Put user in timeout. But blocked him for 5 minutes. That's what happens, PPE. This is the man holding you down. No more Malik Monk. Tog says first stream. Let's go, man. Thanks for being here. Matherin been letting me down. Yeah, Matherin has been kind of, after a hot start, like slowed down. Anyways, nembHARD 31, 13, and 8. Monster game from him. Jalen Smith had 15 and 9, threw in a few blocks and a steal in there. Buddy had 17 and 9. Curry had 12 points and went 3 for 17. 3 for 17 from the field. That was like, we haven't seen that from Steph in a while. Maybe that's practicing too many of those full court shots. Clay had 28 and Jordan Poole had 23 and 5. I'm going for Poku since he had a terrible so rare last night. Already got Dort. There you go. But yeah, Matherin's been pretty bad lately. I'm not like worried about it long term. It's just been frustrating from the so rare side of things. But anyways, good win for the Pacers. Like Pacers should feel good. They're on this like long road trip and or West Coast trip, and they've still been like hanging on there. Joker says, "What happened to Miles?" No, Miles has still been playing well. I feel like they've been like alternating games. I think it's like with the pieces that they have right now, it's hard for like all of them to go off. Where like sometimes it's Jalen Smith game, sometimes it's a Miles Turner game, sometimes it's Isaiah Jackson game. I guess you would have thought with all the pieces that were missing, like Hallie and McConnell, that maybe like there'd be more usage to go around. But I don't know. I actually think someone like Halliburton not being in probably slows down Halliburton. Oh, and he was ruled out last night. Ooh, okay, I missed it. Talks his thoughts on Wiseman. I hope he likes the G League, man. I hope he likes the G League. I think he's gonna be there for a while. I could actually see him getting traded at some point. Because the Warriors are in this weird spot, right, where they got to do something. I mean, if I was a shitty team, I would take a shot on them. Like, why not? Why not? Like, if you were already like in rebuilding mode, or there's no path to the playoffs anytime soon, why not just like let it rip, see what happens? All right, let's poke around with let's check the standings after another week of basketball. And then we'll take a look at some of the so rare and top shot stuff. Will says, man, I loved Wiseman. Me too, man. I was pretty high on Wiseman. I had a take that I was pretty excited about after he missed most of his rookie year, where people were a little concerned about Wiseman. And I was like, you know what, though? DeAndre Ayton got off to a slow start, too. And I was like, it actually takes bigs, historically, a little bit longer to develop. So I'm not out on Wiseman yet. And you know what? I'm still not on Wiseman. I hope somebody takes a dart throw on him. All right, let's take a look at the standings here from ESPN. All right, so the Celtics improved to 20-5. Look at this. 8-2 in their last 10. Just cooking. 20-5. We got the Bucks here at 17-6. The Cavs at 15-9. Atlanta drops the game, but it's still 13-11. Pacers pick up a game, 13-11. There you go. There's your 4-5 seed. Who'd have thunk it? And then look at this. The Brooklyn Nets still slowly grinding along. 7-3 in their last 10. They moved to 13-12. Then you get the Philadelphia 70. I lost to the Rockets at 12-12. Raptors at 12-12. Like really jumbled up shit here. Heat at 11-13. Wizards at 11-13. New York Knickerbockers, 11-13. Chicago Bulls, 9-14. Complete free fall. Holy shit. It's bad news Bears, or bad news Bulls, if you will. Charlotte Hornets, 7-17. Detroit basketball, 6-19. Orlando Magic, 5-20. Look at Orlando Magic just saying, Wemby season. As we move over to the Western Conference, we've got Pels now just a half game back from the Suns. So Suns at 16-8. Pels 15-8. Dude, Pels are hot. Grizz 15-9. Look at this jumbled mess. Nuggets 14-9. Kangs 13-9. Clip City 14-11. Trailblazers 13-11. Utah Jazz 14-12. Dallas Mavericks 12-11. The Warriors 13-12. And then you got T-Wolves, Thunder, Lakers, Rockets, and Spurs. Same people that aren't out on Wiseman are the same people on Mo Bamba trained too long. Although Mo Bamba, John, actually kind of looks pretty good this year. Grote says Boston has won the second game on all their back-to-backs this season. I think it's 6. Well, in the 5 games they've lost, right? As long as they're not playing the Cavs or the Bulls, they're probably going to win. The Bulls have 9 victories and 2 against the best team in basketball because they've lost 2 to the Bulls, 2 to the Cavs, and then 1 to who is it? 1 to who did they just lose to? Oh, Miami Heat. Miami Heat. He's on a 5-win team. Keep lying to yourself, dude. I am going to keep lying to myself, John. All right, I am going to keep lying to myself. Let's see what do we got for action tonight? Let's see what we got coming at us tonight. We probably another weird schedule. Yeah, 3 games. I seriously fucking hate the way the NBA schedules this stuff. 3 games. Why? Let's see how many games we have on Wednesday night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, just put 5 games on Tuesday. Anyways, Lakers and Cavs at 7:30. That's actually going to be a fun matchup since Cleveland has a pretty good front court when it comes to defense. With if Allen, especially if Allen is back, I know he's questionable, but if Allen returns, Allen and Mobes against our man AD would be pretty fun. We got Pistons and Heat, and I'm going to tell you this. Ooh, still at FTX Arena. Shout out FTX. And then Mavericks and Nuggets. So I'm pretty excited for the TNT games, and you honestly set this game on fire. Set it on fire. Throw it away. D-Rose is here. What's up, my man, D-Rose? So that is last night in basketball and tonight. Let's pop over to So Rare for a second. I'm also going to drop a link in there. I feel like you guys are all ready. Also, look at New Swami. New Swami, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Now you're popping up. Love to see it. But I'm going to drop a link to So Rare here in the Discord. If you haven't signed up, into the chat. If you haven't signed up yet for it, highly recommend checking it out, guys. All right. You sign up, you get in it for free. We love the free. We love the free. You get 20 free common cards. You get started if you buy a few things. You buy 5 things, you get a 6 things free. So sign up if you haven't done it. But I'm gonna go just like browse my rosters, and we can see how bad they've been. Also, let's see, did someone accept their offer? Yeah, see, that's our man. That's our man Torres from last night who won a giveaway from our live before lock. So shout him out. All right, let's look at my rosters. All right, so we're gonna go to live. Here we go. So this one is dead. Look at this. Poku with a 7, Kai Jones with a 9, Caleb Houston with an 11. Also, I got a cough coming. Let's do a mental health check. Here we go. But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. Also, speaking of So Rare stuff, I want to make sure I get the name of this right so I give proper credit. But I'm going to be popping on, I think it's So Rare in the States. Is that the name of this show? Yes, the So Rare States pod. I'm going to be with our man, the Taco Slayer. I'm going to be jumping on that show on Thursday, or their podcast on Thursday. So shout them out. All right, here we go. So I'm actually I normally don't care too much about my common champions. I just kind of fire these in, but this is kind of exciting, right? So Josh Green put up a 38, Santi Aldama put up a 45, and I still have my Jokic, LeBron, and Brunson to go. So that's I really like that. I really like that. D-Rose says Andrew nembHARD, such a nice play. We shouted him out in value hunting, baby. You should be paying more for this content. My limited contender is pretty much ass. I got excited thinking that more of the Warriors were going to sit. Kaminga getting to 20 is fine. Moody putting up 2 is a real bummer. I need some more people to sit for the Warriors for that lineup. This one, dude, Mathurin, I took a shot on TJ McConnell too because I was excited about that opportunity if there's no Hallie. And there was no Hallie, I was like, McConnell's really going to be a great play, but whatever. We can still hope that maybe Hallie misses one game. My no cap, I was just throwing shit in here. The rare tier 3, I was kind of excited about because Jalen Smith got off to a hot start. DeJounte Murray with 48, Roddy with 22. Draymond Green kind of tailed off, so hopefully Draymond Green has a better performance. And Dwight Powell was just to make the roster work. But this doesn't look too bad. This doesn't look too bad. And then my rare champion, Nick Richards put up 31, KPJ 41. I still got 3 dudes going. So this is kind of exciting. Oh, PPE is back. Hi, PPE. Luka Doncic is a nice play this week. He sure is. He sure is. My Gonzaga brother. Did you go to Gonzaga? You go to Gonzaga, D-Rose? I don't know why. I feel like I should have known that, but that's exciting. I like when I know that people went to Gonzaga. Not that I went there, but I still like it. But that's like the so rare recap. I gotta tell you guys, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with so rare. Also, you know who I heard from the other day too, which was kind of cool. I heard from our man Adam Lefko from TNT, who is really digging it as well. I think people are just having fun. I think people are having fun. John W says 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist for Bamba. John, is this what you have to do when you're a Pacers fan? Like, you should just be happy your team's doing well, man. Just enjoy the victories right now. It's not last year, right? Last year, I understand you got to find holes in everybody else, but now you just look inside yourself and be like, wow, dude, I get the Pacers, man. Pacers are back. Pacers might host a playoff round. I do have a question for the Pacers fans, though. I feel like I asked this 2 weeks ago when they got off to a nice start. What do you do with Turner and Hield now? Because I think, like, you know, the Lakers were like, oh, can't wait. I actually, if you're the Pacers, do you just not trade them? Like, you might like legit be good. You have a good sample size now. What are you, like 24 games in, 13 and 11 in a jumbled up East? And when you look at the teams below them, right? Like, if we go back to the standings over here, if you look at the team below the Pacers in the East, there's no one like coming for you, right? Like the Nets and the Sixers, whatever, the Raptors. I mean, I guess this crew of Nets, Sixers, and Raptors, sure, but like the Heat, I don't trust really this year. The Wizards, Knicks, Bulls, Hornets, Pistons, Magic, like you have a playoff spot. You have a playoff spot. I think you kind of. Also, I agree with Beamer. Everyone should help to refuse the Lakers. But I don't think there's unless you're like super high on your bench guys and you want them to have more run instead of Turner and Hield, I don't think you trade them anymore. Absolutely trade Miles before he gets injured again. I think you trade Turner since it seems like he's ready to move on. All right, those are 2 good Turner takes, actually. I like that. Turner does get hurt a lot. And if he is planning on leaving, then yeah, maybe go get something for him. But like they've been developing Jalen Smith. Again, I think the Jalen Smith being traded for the Suns for like nothing is incredible. It's just incredible. Bulls don't have a playoff spot, actually, interestingly enough. No, they do not, D-Rose. They do not. And the common MVP is getting hard. That's what I'm kind of loving about So Rare is that I'm going to be honest, guys. I thought for sure, I was like, this is going to be easy for me. I'm going to crush this. You guys suck. And that was true for a couple of weeks. It is getting harder now. I think the value is starting to get a little trickier. I think people are just getting a little bit sharper with how we're playing this stuff. We're going to do another mental health check because your boy's got another cough. We can't go down this road. We can't talk about like how you need to have had sex in order to have responsibility. I just think it changes you, you know? I think it changes you. It changes you, baby. It changes you. All right, like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag hard into the chat. We're going to be giving away a Top Shot garbage moment here towards the end. And maybe that's like a nice little transition to talk about Choppy Shotty a little bit. But yeah, like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag hard. Also, quick like content update, right? So this is the only show today on the Team Hold channel. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we will have the NBA morning show. We'll have a value hunting episode come out, and then we'll have, I believe Shot Tank is on Team Hold this week. So we'll have Shotty Tank return Thursday, NBA morning show. And then, as I mentioned, I'm going on the So Rare States pod. And then Friday morning show, I think we're going to sprinkle in a little happy hour. We get a special guest. And then Friday afternoon or evening, 5:30 live before lock again. Patrick says, do you have a good story about the poopy AirPods? No, it wasn't as funny as that. I was getting ready to shower. I was I was getting undressed, if you will, to shower, and was taking stuff out of my pockets. And I took my AirPods out of my pocket, and it like caught it was truly like a freak thing. It caught the side of my like pocket, my finger, and like it opened them up. And then everything just flew up in the air in slow motion. And I usually have pretty good hand-eye coordination, but my pants were on the way down, so it was a little bit tricky. And so, yes, my AirPod case and then both AirPods, so I had to scoop all 3 things out. And they were in the toilet for less than 2 seconds. Scooped them out, immediately dried them out, and then I thought they were toast because after drying them out and cleaning them off, 5 hours later, I just left the case like open, left the AirPods like on on like a paper towel. And when I tried them on, I put the right one in, and the right one made this noise that was like, and so that was terrifying and hurt. And then I was like, okay, we'll let them dry it out a little bit more. And then I like 3 hours later, this was like at night, I put my right one in again, and it was like, it was kind of like when PPE puts the vibrator to his butt. And so then, but then dried it out a little bit more, and you want to know what? They work now. They work now. We're back, baby. We're back. So I have a history of, unlucky stupidity with AirPods. When I was on vacation in Mexico last year, I like to listen to my AirPods, while I'm listening to like a podcast or something, right? And I was like, let me get in the jacuzzi, put those things in, and I left the case in my bathing suit, and then just like sat there, just ruined them. So anyways, that was the AirPod story. Good times, good times. 38 and great, 38 and thriving. Where we got shots fired at PPE. It's all out of love. It's all out of love. I'm so lost without you. All right, let's talk about NBA bottom shot. They announced they have another pack drop coming at you. Hot pack, this time $20. It seems like they continue to adjust the prices. It seems like they've adjusted the prices. And here we go. Headlining this drop are grail-worthy video game number performances from the incredible Luka Magic and Anthony Davis, plus rookie debut number 5 overall pick Jaden Ivey, as well as KD making his Spotlight Series appearance, in Zion and Jaylen Brown adding their latest moments to the Series 4 base set. Another heater of a drop on Top Shot. So here we go. For $20, $20, how many moments do you get again? One more time. One more. What does it say? How many moments you get? I feel like it's. Oh, okay. Here we go. So 100% are going to get 1 to 4 base set commons or parallel. Spot 5. Wait, what the fuck's going on? Oh, spots. Okay, yes, sorry, excuse me. They're getting 6 moments. I was like, how is this worded? 100% of the packs 1 through 4 are going to have base set commons or parallels, right? So 100% of them, spots 1, 2, 3, 4, base set, common, or parallel. Spot 5, 97% are going to be base set, common, or parallel. Spot 5, 2.5% are going to be a video game number, rare card. 30% of spot 6 is going to be a rookie debut common. And then 60% or 69%, nice, is going to be a Spotlight Series common. So $20. I think, yeah, I mean, I guess like the mix up of stuff, we look at some of the moments in here, right? You got Luka, you got AD, you got KD, you got Jaden Ivey right there, 4K moment. The JD one, Jaden Ivey one is a little bit more exciting to me than the rest of them. So the draw opened yesterday, right? The draw closes on Thursday. You can get up to 5 packs with no score, up to 10 packs, up to 15 packs. Oh yeah, and then in their bag drop is today as well. The W drop is today as well. So before I get into the W drop too, wait, Courtside says, what the heck is a video game number? It's just like, they put up like a monster stat line. Like that's like a saying, like, oh my God, it's like putting up video game numbers. So that's what that means. I actually kind of like that. Okay, let me ask you this. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing with this pack drop? Let me ask you. Will says basically that one rare pack was the only one with reasonable guarantee value. Which one rare pack? Oh, you mean like the 2.5 shot at getting a rare? If I got 15 packs, might get 120 value. Well, you know what, Will? This is what I would say. I actually don't think that. I think that's true if you buy these packs and then do nothing with them for like 10 weeks. However, I do think if you buy those packs and immediately flip them, we've seen that there's like initial estimated value. But that being said, like I'm going to continue to sit out. But I think it's fine. Like I like the adjustments they're making. Like I don't want this. I think like whenever you say you're sitting out, people are like, oh, dude, you hate it. You hate Top Shot. And it's like, no, that's not the case. I just think that I think I'm just going to wait until we start seeing some like positive positive progression in both the marketplace and their communication and like the direction, and it's like been a little bit quiet over there. So I think like if you truly were interested, if you like playing lottery type things and degenning, then absolutely, then it makes a ton of sense. But truly, like any of these moments that you wanted to get, you're probably better off getting from the marketplace, right? Let's look at the last pack. Let's look at the market from the last pack drop. So because maybe that can like help us define what we're looking at. So if we look at first, what's the filter that it threw on it right now? I don't understand the I know that they've been making some adjustments here of like I just don't understand why they're auto doing this shit. Let's see. All right, so throwdowns, right? Throwdowns from Series 4. Was that in the last hot pack? Throwdown Series 4. So let's look high to low here on these. God, I got another cough too. We're just gonna. All right, here we go. Scotty Barnes is the highest one at 55, then Tatum at 43, Mitchell at 42, THT. Let's play the drop. What a throwback, huh? What a throwback. So there we go. That's like the throwdown from that. When we look at the rookies, right? Let's look at Benedict Mathurin. He's the only one that's come out from the Series 4, I believe, and that's at $45. So listen, if you want to play like lottery stuff and you're like, hey, maybe I'll get $60. I'll take $60, get 3 packs or whatever. I mean, you can do that. Or you can just go get this. Like Ivy might be worth a little bit more than Mathurin, but probably not by much. And so my guess is like the low is 35, the high in this range is like 70, maybe. I don't know. Rad Dead said 0 packs or 15 packs. Haven't decided. Rad Dead, no. I feel like that's somewhat of a bit, but are those really your only 2 options that you would do 0 or 15? You would assume Throwdown still has a challenge down the road or some lingering utility. I mean, I guess, but here's the thing. I think like the way that Top Shot is set up right now, or the way that the user base is using Top Shot right now, is like next shiny thing, next shiny thing, next shiny thing. So if like, yes, that might be true until that might be true until the next thing comes out, Koloko and Sohan were the newest rookies. Oh yeah, we can look at Koloko and Sohan as well then. But like Mathurin is closer to the level of player that Mathurin and Ivy are closer. Like Sohan and Koloko probably like don't have that same appeal, and they shouldn't. They're not as good. But 14 and 12, God, 0 is the way to go. THT drop is so good. That's the real tragedy of Top Shot. We get no new meme drops. I know. I miss it. I miss being excited about it in the way that we used to be. But I really do think Top Shot like doesn't want, and I don't mean this as a negative thing, right? I don't mean this as a negative thing. I don't think they want I guess there's only a handful of content creators that were making content when Top Shot was like booming. And I don't think they want us making content for them anymore, right? I think they would rather have these newer content creators who got in after the boom and after people who were over leveraged or over invested or whatever. Like, I think they would rather have these newer people who like, this is all they know so far, because they have a shinier outlook. They maybe weren't here for a lot of that stuff. Like, it makes more sense for those to be the creators that they want making stuff. So I don't know. I kind of think that's where we're at with that. And I think that's fine. I think it makes sense for them. Anyways, the Luca Rare is really cool, but does it matter? I mean, here's the thing. It does, like, yeah, it does. It does matter in the sense that you're like, if you love Luca, if you love the Mavericks, if you love video games, right? Then it does. But one of the things that we've talked about for a long time is that, like, how do these how do these moments separate themselves from each other, right? Also, before we go, I'm going to go back to this regulator. Also, shuttle regulator. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Matic Auto. Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That was very kind. My birthday was over the weekend, and it was great. I feel older. I do feel old, but that was very kind. Thanks, man. Let's look at let's sort by this, right? Let's sort by let's clear this. And if you guys remember way back in the day, Greg, Dustin, and I completed the Luca Hollow challenge. This was like the Series 2 Luca Hollow challenge, and we eventually sold it because we were like, how does this hollow separate it from all the other hollows? So when we look at Luca and then we look at rare, here we go, and we still got it sorted by high to low. And let me hide this thing, right? So we've got 4, 8. Is that it? It's only 8? Okay, I actually thought there was going to be more. Wait, do I have 2? Yeah, okay, 8. So there's only 8. That's actually less than I thought it was going to be. So this will be his 9th rare, right? And I guess like the question comes like, how does this Luca rare separate itself from the other Luca rares? And every time another Luca rare is introduced, if you're planned for these challenge utilities or whatever, it's like, oh, you need a Luca rare, but every time a new one comes, like it is dinged down a little bit. So I think like you're the place you have to be in is like, you're like, I love the Mavericks, I love Luca, I would love to have a Luca rare. Then yeah, I think you should absolutely go for it. But again, let's like just double check these prices too. So the most expensive is, wow, his Top Shot debut MGLE is $14.50. Wow, out of $299. I remember. Wow. And then you've got, so what's his cheapest one at? His All-Star out of 2022 is 47. His other All-Star out of 2021 is 55. And then this one out of 888 is 73. So I don't know. Yeah. Collect what you love. That's the way to do it, David. That is the way to do it. I was gone for Veronica, thank you. Thank you. Will says, people talk about moments utility. I want Top Shot overall to have utility. They need to attach physical cards to each moments that are ordered. If you own the moment, give Top Shot overall utility. You know what, though? A lot of the feedback they've gotten, Will, because I agree with this take. I know Dustin agrees with this take as well, but a lot of the feedback they've gotten, at least from what I've heard from members of Top Shot, is that the overall population just wants digital things in return, that they don't want physical stuff. They want like digital value. Series 1 playoff finals moments are all that will matter. You think so, Rad Dad? You think so? So just Series 1? Oh, wait, you mean Series 1 and playoff and finals moments. That's such an interesting take. I've never really thought about like the finals moments mattering, but if you were trying to take a snapshot of every season, I guess you do think about like MVP and finals, right? That's kind of it. I think I kind of agree with Paul here, where he's like, I think finals over playoffs, but do you trust Top Shot? No. Well, I mean, yes, I do. I mean, I do trust the people there. I don't want to get unfollowed by more people. But yeah, I don't know. I will say I've moved off of a lot of my stuff that is not locked, because I locked all the stuff that I liked, my big time Celtics and Nuggets moments, and then I'm just gonna like float around, just have a good time, hang out, and wait and see what happens after that. Curious how the captain's program will involve, right? Because we know that the budget like slowed down a little bit in this month, and it's not guaranteed through January. So curious to see what that'll look like as it evolves. And since that seems to be like the main thing that they're pushing, we also should highlight the Nine Lives Lounge, right? The Nine Lives Lounge, they're building a basketball court similar to what they did for the Orlando, like the partnership with the Orlando Magic. And so right now, if you're in the NLL, the Soho House, you can vote on where this court's going to be built. So that's kind of cool. Love to see stuff like that. I'm looking forward to the time where like that is the what do I want to say? How do I want to say it? Where that's just like a cool thing that they do, and that's not like the thing they do. Not that it's the only thing they're doing, but I'm looking forward to that just being like the norm, where it's just like, yeah. Anyways, forget it. Grode says, did Clay break that Harden fandom challenge? What do you mean? I'll be honest, dude. I've been pretty checked out for the challenges. Let's see what does this look like here. Earn a Chris Middleton, earn a James Harden. All right, here we go. What you'll need: add one moment mint count. Details below. Okay, so add one moment. Who scores the most 3-pointers in each tonight's game? Burn one archive moment from the team with the most 3-pointers. Burn one James Harden moment. Oh, are you saying because you'd have to burn the Clay? Is that why? Most 3-pointers made. Oh, 4,000 mint count or less. Yeah, probably. That probably slows it down. So Clay is the bottleneck. Interesting. Are people completing that? Are people out there completing it? I know I have not. I bet Rad Dad has. All right, gang. Let's do last call. Last call for our giveaway stuff. So you gotta like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag hard. We're up to 47 entrants into the chat. His name Kiosk, Top Shot Kiosk in Ukraine within the war. Okay, Merkamice, I thought you were coming in with a serious take, and then I liked that this turned into a joke because my head was gonna explode if we went to Kiosk again. I also want to say, like, we started talking about the packs. Are people lining up for the packs? I know. So Rad Dad said 0 or 15. I saw a couple people said they were pass. Is anybody else going after it, or most people just like sitting back and waiting? I stopped a few months while back, was spending too much to burn and get a cheap reward. Yeah. 3 packs for Will. Okay. Mike says Morocco or Spain, Portugal or Switzerland. I'll tell you who I'm rooting for, Mike. I'm rooting for Morocco. I think Morocco is sneaky good. I'm rooting for Morocco and Portugal and Switzerland. I hate Ronaldo. He's a piece of shit. So I'm rooting for Switzerland. That was a hot take, huh? All right. So people saying 2 packs, passing, and 1 pack. Oh, the last thing we should check. So the in her bag here, I'll keep this up while I pull up the in her bag stuff on the Discord. So they updated the in their bag. Where is it? Did that announcement not come through our Discord? Maybe it was just on the Top Shot one. All right, where is it? The in their bag. So the priority queue for collectors holding an inner bag is Wednesday at noon, and then the general queue is later in the day. And what did they say? That pack drop is $4.99. I'm curious how many people reserved them. Did they, right? Because there was a handful of people that had an opportunity to buy them ahead of time. I'm curious, do we know anybody? Has there been anybody that bought it ahead of time when they get that special invitation? Do you know anyone that did it? I know some people are in the W Discord. I mean, I'm in the W Discord in Top Shot, but the other one, I'm blanking on the WCC. Is that what it's called? WCC. Top Shot Tesla says, wait, people still buy packs. Thought it was only dapper friends and family at this point. Maybe grab just 1 pack to rip in Portland for the tour, but the pack isn't guaranteed. Yeah. So, the tour is coming up, right? Tour is 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think that's coming up. That's exciting. Probably just look for Ivy on the marketplace, skip the packs, maybe grab a couple to rip. 2 packs, just like Daddy used to smoke. Growth says I'll put it in for 1 and leave it up to the new raffle system that I don't like. Oh, you don't like the? I like the raffle system. I'll be honest. I know people are like, "Ooh, the excitement of waiting for the queue." I totally get it. This is way better for the international people. Mike says, "Good, dude." Mike, I get it, man. I get it. Are people really buying a $500 W pack right now? I mean, I hope not. I hope this doesn't sell out. I hope it doesn't. And it's not that it's the W's fault. But they boned the W, man. They did. They did them dirty this year. They did. Oh, the tour is this weekend. I guess I was confusing with the Miami dates. There we go. Well, hey, have fun at the tour if you're going. But yeah, they really did. They burned the W. They never addressed the game recognized game flop. They never addressed that for the people that spent the top for those WMGLEs, the back-to-back rare drops. They never all talk. But anyways, that's me being a dickhead again. All right, here we go. Let's spin this wheel, baby. Let's spin this wheel. Just a reminder, back tomorrow with the morning show at 9 a.m. Doing some basketball, and then we'll have a value hunting episode. Shot Tank Thursday, basketball. Friday, basketball. Happy hour. And then bang, 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 live before lock. Appreciate, as always, everyone being here. It's been fun as our account values have been going down. Subscribers are still going up because you guys are sick. If you win this thing, shoot me a DM either on, I almost said on Top Shot. Shoot me a DM on the Discord or on Twitter. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, do that. You can find a link in the show notes, and I will send you over a toppy shotty moment. It's going to, who is it going to be? Bang, David C. My man, David C. Congratulations on the W. Again, appreciate everyone being here. I hope you guys all stay safe. Have an awesome day. We'll see you all tomorrow.